Sunday in September. Hunting season has begun. So some funny things. I was looking through all the tags, everything like that for South Dakota that I need to get. There is actually a tree squirrel hunting tag permit that you have to get in South Dakota. Tree squirrels. Couldn't believe that. I mean, you gonna go buy a license to kill squirrels in trees? Oh man, that's hilarious. So I'm scrolling down, going down, looking for tags, looking for tags. All of a sudden, I also come across one: crow hunting. Like seriously, crow hunting. Yeah, I don't know. People must pay money for this shit. I'm not sure, but anyways, checked out the Badlands yesterday. No rattlesnakes, unfortunately. And most people are like, "Oh, isn't that a good thing?" No, because I want to eat rattlesnakes. And it's funny because, like, going off the trail, um, there's multiple entrances to the park, but the two main ones, there's one that you would get off. Let's see, what is it? I-95, I think. Anyways, you pay, you get into the park. I've posted videos earlier this year, like going through that entrance. You'll see all the bison just right there, right up front when you get there, before you even get into the actual park itself. Um, and then there's the back entrance way, which you go down through. What's it called? Interior is the main entrance way. Anyways, heading back to Pier from Rapid City, uh, you cross over Buffalo Gap, then the Buffalo Grasslands, then you go into the Badlands or whatever, and there's usually nobody ever there, so you don't have to pay to get in. And like, it's so funny because we have I love teasing my kids, man. We're in the car and we're going this back route. And I have one of those like stickers or whatever because we go so often. It's like, yeah, I might as well just get the season pass thing or whatever. And our kids don't know that stuff though. It's just kind of funny. And so like you have a line of all these like cars paying money to get in or whatever, and then all of a sudden we just drive right through the other side, like because of the pass thing or whatnot. And all the kids are like, "Do we just cut in line?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "We also didn't pay to get into the park. We're trespassing. Thanks for the crime, guys." And like, I don't know, the shock on their faces or whatever, it's just freaking hilarious, man. Like I love teasing my kids, man. It's just freaking hilarious. Good times. But like, I was like, "Yep. Well, thanks for the crime, guys. Guess what? We all committed a crime together." And like, my stepson, man, he was pretty upset. He's like, "I don't want to go to jail," and stuff like that. And I was like, "Oh man, buck up, buddy. You're not gonna go to jail for trespassing. And plus, it wasn't trespassing. We have a season pass, but man, he's so straight laced. It's funny. Like, it's as simple as you throw cardboard in a dumpster that says "Do not dump," or if you don't live there or whatever, he'll like freak out and worry about getting in trouble. So I mean, he's a good kid. It's a good thing about having good kids, man, because I was always in trouble. But anyways, no rattlesnakes yesterday, unfortunately. Um, I don't know. We'll get some soon here. See what we get. Uh, it's really funny. Is South Dakota? You have a lot of hunting lodges. Now, this is they, of course, they say the pheasant capital of the world. And then those of you that don't know or haven't been tuned in before, I'll give you a quick catch up here with pheasant. Pheasants aren't naturally from North American continent. They were brought over by the Chinese. So, when they had the railroads and the mines, I mean, out here you had out in the Black Hills, you had Deadwood, you had all the miners, people coming from, over in Asia and stuff. And they brought those, and pheasant are such an invasive species. I mean, they just dominate. Now, pheasant hunting season, before that even starts, pheasants just start to go crazy right around when harvest is, which most farmers are done harvesting by this point. All the cornfields are all pretty much for the most part chopped down. You've got pheasants here though. They run across the roads and they fly so low, it's like you slow down because they're like suicidal almost. It's insane. And so you'll see roosters and hens flying all over the place. You can only shoot the roosters, obviously, but yeah, nuts. Pheasant season's pretty fun. Pheasant capital of the world. But anyways, story back to the reality check here though with pheasants. So there's your upkeep on that. You've got rich white yuppie guys and spend $3,000, $4,000 a person for a hunting experience. Their hunting experiences, I kid you not, I got to get in on this racket, man, because like these dudes are paying it, and it's just insane. So $3,000 a person plus whatever else. They have a lodge or whatnot, little cabin, pretty cool. You can stay in a lot of these places. Some of them are just tents or trailers. You get for 3 days you get 3 meals a day, whatever provided. But for hunting, this is where it gets funny. They take the pheasants out to the fields. They plant them. In other words, just drop them. You'll see a guy with a truck with a cage full of pheasants going and putting them throughout the entire field. And then you've got all these rich yuppie dudes who don't know shit for brains about hunting and stuff like that, paying $3,000 to go out into a field with oh man, with planters. And I'm just thinking in my head, there are so many pheasants here for starters. I mean, like, okay, you don't even need planters for starters. I know why they do it. It's legal reasons and to circumvent certain laws, but they go out, they're guaranteed to get three roosters because you got a guy out there driving ahead of them and dropping them off randomly as they're walking through the field with the other guide and a dog. I mean, it's just hunting. I'm not gonna say, everybody says, oh yeah, man, that's not fair sport or whatever. Hunting's really not fair sport, dude. Even bow hunting. I mean, come on, man. We got fucking 12 gauge shotgun and we're over there blasting them. I mean, it's like, okay, it's not fair as it is, but the fact is with hunting, I guess what makes it kind of fun is the thought of not knowing if you're going to get it or not. Now, it's funny, nowadays we hunt for recreation, whereas our ancestors all hunt to survive so they wouldn't die. But I don't know, it just cracks me up. And like as we're driving towards the Badlands, we look over and there is like all these yuppies getting out of these trucks, and you want to talk about gun safety, and like, boy, I got anxiety just looking out the window, watching dudes with double barrels, like pointing them towards the damn road and everything like that. And I'm like, oh man, these guys have got to be from like one of the big urban areas or something. And and then I thought about it. You know what though? If they're dumb enough to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to go shoot a few birds, man, there's got to be some way. Somebody out there, let's come up with some idea for some dumb tour guide thing or whatever for hunting, and let's make some money, man. Like seriously, that'd be the way to go. But I don't know. That's the type of shit that I just laugh my ass off every time I see it. And I know a lot of people grow up in the urban areas and they're like, hey, Casey, well, they didn't grow up around it. And I totally get that. But also at the same time, a hunting trip or whatnot, if you're going to go pay thousands of dollars for a hunting trip, aren't you going to want to kind of know what you're doing first before you go? I mean, that's, just cracks me up. It's like, the alpha male boot camps that those jackasses were doing, where you've got yuppie guys paying 15 grand to do like a week-long training thing that's a mock-up of what the Navy SEALs go through or whatever the hell crap it was, and it was just like complete utter bullshit. But guys were paying 15 grand to go do that. That's insane. So I mean, I guess people will pay money to do anything. We just got to find the right one. That's all I got to say. And speaking of douchebags, so that Johnny Q dude, and this is funny, and I hope the video's still up. You guys have to watch it. I about pissed myself laughing. So this guy, he goes through every single one of his. He always talks like, oh yeah, reload it like Deadpool and does dangerous shit. You guys have heard me make fun of him or roast him or bitch about him, whatever. Right now he's stuck on that he looks like a guy from Call of Duty. Well, he's on some dude's channel. He's out there shooting guns, like $100,000 worth of guns or something like that. He goes to rack it. This dude, right after he makes a comment of like how cool he looks like out of Call of Duty, goes to shoot the gun, nothing. Goes to shoot the gun again, nothing. Then he tries to tap rack, bang it. Can't get it because he's too dumb to realize the fucking safety's still on. He's waving this damn gun around, dude. Like, not even in high ready, just one hand. And, you know, he did have his trigger discipline going. But dude's like this tall. So when he's waving a gun around like this, that muzzle is about right to where regular people's heads are at. I got so much anxiety watching this guy, just the shit that he does. He's so fucking stupid. But, you know, and then like they hand him the next rifle, click, doesn't work, racks it, tries to rack it again, click, nothing. Finally, the guy handing him the guns had to show him how to do it or whatever. And then they move on to another gun, and I kid you not, 4 or 5 guns in this video that this dude's trying to rack and shoot. Click, nothing, and I'm like, man, I am so glad this dude is not a cop anymore, because that right there was somebody dying. I mean, like, this guy is just, you know, playing dress up in Call of Duty. He just proved right there then on himself, and I hope every single one of his viewers sees that video and thinks, what a fucking idiot, man. This guy is so full of shit. But anyways, that's my funny rant. I mean, that video to me, man, I'm not right now talking shit. I'm commentating on the truth, and it's just hilarious. You got 2 million people watching your show, bro, and you're totally like just jerking off like an idiot with your guns, man. But anyways, I don't know. It to me, I call it the Johnny Depp effect, and what that is everybody knows Johnny Depp was a bad boy, right? I mean, drugs and all sorts of crap in the 90s. And then he did Disney Pirates of the Caribbean, and for a little while there, he became a family name, right? Everybody was like, oh, Johnny Depp, man. Oh, he plays Jack Sparrow. Oh, I love him. My kids love that movie. And I just think in my head, Jack Sparrow's character is a drunk pirate who likes to, you know, backstab and get involved in debauchery. Family show. Okay, cool. So then, you know, you have this Amber Heard trial with Johnny Depp stuff. Well, all the dirt comes out, and Johnny Depp, you know, I mean, when he was on the stand, dude, he was honest as hell. It's hilarious. You know, they're asking him the questions and stuff like, so were you high this day, Mr. Depp, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah. Could you describe it? Johnny Depp's like, oh, yeah, euphoria. You know, dopamine, felt really good. Oxycontin, you know, he's just naming all this bad stuff he does or whatever. And people that thought, oh, Mr. Captain Jack Sparrow, the actor from Pirates, oh my gosh, this dude's a drug addict and like all the crazy shit with Amber Heard. Well, this is Johnny Q, you know, little gun tuber wannabe dude's moment of fame that everybody can see. He's full of complete utter horse shit. Can't even rack a gun, dude. I mean, that and waving them around. I don't know how anybody would like endorse that guy's channel. Anybody would sponsor that guy, period. But you know, to go play dress up. And then another funny thing is he's gained some weight, so dude can't wear his bulletproof vests and all his little dress up shit anymore. It's funny. But that's my rant on that, dude. Johnny Q is a douche. If you guys want to laugh, go watch it. It's like Johnny Q shoots $100,000 guns or some shit. Watch that video, dude. Guy screws up so many times. It's so funny. Can't load a damn rifle. But that's the rant on that one. Got some, let's see, we've got more range footage. We've got more of the technical stuff we're going to go over. I'm trying to figure out how to do gun repair stuff without YouTube taking my videos down, because like, you know, any of you guys that had watched prior, When I was doing the mounting the A2 pin on A2 sights for your M4s, YouTube made me take most of those videos down. It's fucking stupid, but you know, I don't understand why. Community guidelines, apparently. One thing I know is like with suppressors, I can't screw a suppressor on screen even if I'm recording it. However, I can shoot a rifle or whatever if I have a suppressor on one of my firearms. So, I mean, it's just, YouTube's gotten ridiculous. I wish Rumble didn't suck so bad. But hey, is what it is, guys. We got some more of that content. The slice and the pie technique, you know, that's one of the ones that I think is really important. When I learned that one, at first I thought it was kind of like, oh, come on, man, is this really going to make that big of a difference until you have to use it at some point? And so I'm trying to do more footage with that stuff, more stuff so for people doing things out of their home. Dry fire drills, a lot of people think they're, oh yeah, you know, man, they're not out at the range. You just, you know, it's a armchair firearm instructor, whatever you want to call it. But here's the funny thing, repetition works. And if you don't have a shit ton of money, shooting's an expensive hobby for starters. And so if you don't have a ton of money, man, it's, you know, you got to shoot and protect your home with what you got, whether it be a single shot break barrel or whatever, or a Derringer for all I care. But, you know, as far as that goes, training wise, everybody should train if you're going to have a firearm in the home, period. One thing with the older videos, and I know I don't have a huge following on here like I used to my other channels, but older videos, older instructional videos that I've done, you know, like last year and the year before, I'm gonna start taking some of those down and then revising them, because new stuff comes out and new techniques come out every year, and you know, anytime there's new stuff, we need to update it. Because I was watching and looking at some you know, just old vintage like 1911 World War II film reels or whatnot that Colt had put together for you know, trying to get the military contracts. And it was like how the guys were standing in it and how the guys were holding the guns in it and everything like that. And it was just so out of date and just so completely, I mean, nowadays, you know, we'd look at it and be like, whoa, man, they shot pistols that way. But, you know, that was also 70, 80 years ago, whatever. But, you know, I'm going to try to go through, review, and try to update a lot of the stuff. There's a lot of videos I might just edit it into them. I'm not trying to be repetitious as far as my content goes or whatever. It's just, it needs to be updated, you know, for the better for everybody if they're going to watch it. As always, you know, comments in the comment section, guys. Opinions are always welcome. If you like firearms, or if you don't like firearms, it doesn't matter to me. As long as you guys are all respectful in the comment section to each other, that's perfectly fine. As far as the politics go, politic comments, they will most likely get removed off my page immediately. And that is, we're not going to do, it's not a political debate platform. There's plenty of those out there on YouTube. So you guys can go out to those points and do it. You know, but as far as firearm safety goes, or firearm manufacturers, or history, or anything like that, you're more than welcome to. You know, aside from that, guys, I'm gonna get at it today. Sunday, beautiful day. Go do some fishing, shooting, probably bust the bows out, go do some archery. But you guys have a wonderful Sunday. Thanks for watching the show. Shout out to Sunny Money, or Sunny 2A Shorts. The guy's a huge supporter of my channel. He's always sharing my videos, and you know, which is perfectly fine for anybody else. If you guys like to use my content, go ahead. You're more than welcome to. I personally don't care, because if you're getting the message out for firearm safety or for people defending their home or responsible firearm ownership, go ahead. Do whatever you must, man. Just, you know, all the good stuff with it. Anyways, guys, enjoy. Take care.